going to think I'm crazy. In my country, it's 3, the middle of the night, and I'm starting alive. I'm tired. I just finished my night shift. Just got back home. I don't have a voice. I mean, now I do. For the past 4 days, I barely had a voice. Even the one I have now, it comes and goes. I've been so sick. I've taken so many meds. I'm starting to feel like an experiment. Oh, someone is awake at this time. I don't think you're in Uganda. In Uganda, everyone is sleeping. Fast asleep. I don't think they even know what's going on. Yeah, this is the time I usually finish working at night. It's 3. I know. I didn't have a voice for the past 4 days. My voice came back early today. It went again. Whatever bug I caught has been insane. I reached a point and I didn't think I was able to even breathe. I hate late nights. They make me so depressed. I wonder, are there people like me in this world? People who wake up in the middle of the night and wonder about life. I wonder so much. But I think in the States it's like evening because my night job is the company outsources from the US. So for them around this time, most people are finishing work. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I know for sure I don't know. I don't want to diagnose myself, but I know something is wrong with me. Because who wakes up in the middle of the night and starts a YouTube live if they're okay? Who? I wonder what's wrong with this window. The wind makes it shake. Installation of this window must have been poor. I'll take a look at it tomorrow because this is the second day in a row it's doing that. If I wasn't sleeping like in an upper floor, I would think someone is on my window trying to get in or something. People, life is so hard. It's hard. You know, they tell you work hard. I feel like growing up is a scam. You know, being a child is not easy, but growing up is not easy either. I feel like being a child, if you're around nurturing people, caring people, childhood is fun. But growing up is a whole other story. Growing up is a scam, an absolute scam. I do so much. I have a lot of issues at my night job. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I'm even going to make it through the day without snapping. Nothing is harder than being the bigger person. It's not good morning. Hi, Gorgeous. It's the middle of the night in my country. It's 3 p.m. Is it a.m.? In the middle of the night, a.m. Let me tell you something. I took leave on my day job, and the contract for my day job is supposed to expire in September, but it's renewable. So remember I work for. What I work for is partially it's government, and in an entire facility. But I wasn't working for that branch at first. I was in a different branch, and then I transferred for convenience. And in that entire branch, everyone knew I went for leave, but no one even texted me or emailed me telling me that they're requesting for appraisals in order to renew our contracts. Imagine, these are people for whom I even sacrificed and did for them. Sickness is taking me, but sickness is not my issue right now. I just feel like the world is just against me lately. Imagine an entire facility and no one even texts you to tell you that, Doreen, we have a deadline to submit our appraisals in order for you to get your contract renewed. I had to find out from the people I was working with previously. You know, someone could say, oh, maybe you're a bad person, maybe you're treating these people poorly, but I'm not at the top of the chain. So I am somewhere in the middle. These are people it's like that thing when people say, not everyone that's smiling with you is smiling with you, or laughing with you is laughing with you. Some people are just laughing at you, you know? None of them texted me or emailed me to even tell me that, yo, they are renewing our contracts. And if you don't submit your appraisal, they don't renew your contract. That thing has been seated in my head for the whole 2 days, and I'm stressed out. I mean, I know I shouldn't be stressed out because I found out on time from the other people, but I've been hoping that somebody will at least tell me that, you know, before the deadline, which is today, actually, because it's already Friday, but it's not yet daytime. But nobody. And they think I don't know. But these are people you smile with, you do favors for. These are people who come to you with their problems and you fix them. These are people who you're there for. These are people you're doing work for when they go on leave. I've never asked for leave. I work every single day. I don't take a day off. I don't slack. I work. I do for them their work. And none of them even bothered to tell me. I'm processing. I don't know how to react. I don't know if I should pretend I don't know, or if I should, because I have to submit tomorrow by all means. I mean, I've already done most of my appraisal. I just have one section left, but my friends from the past facility are going to help me on that. But these are people you don't understand. People are so cruel. People are so bad. Sometimes they make you wonder if this world is even worth fighting for. Now, one of them has 2 kids. Every time my kids are sick, oh, my child is sick, I have to go step in for me. This and this step in for me. This and that step in for me. And you're so understanding, you step in. And this person literally can't even email you or text you. And you know what's funny? When I go back to work on Monday, they are going to smile and act like, oh, we're so happy to see you. And then they are going to tell me, by the way, we had to hand in our praises last week in order for us to get our contracts renewed, but you didn't hand in yours, so you're probably not going to have your contract renewed. And I'm going to look at them silent and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I handed in. And then you see the look on their faces. They will pretend they're so happy that I did hand in, but at the base of their hearts, they'll be dying. Don't trust people's smiles. Not everyone that's smiling or laughing with you is laughing with you. Some people are just laughing at you. We are in a part of life where people, you don't get it. If you get me to not renew my contract, they're not going to give you my salary. You're not going to get someone to replace me. They will still orderly hire like the way they hired me because I found you there, which means if you were in charge in any kind of charge and you could influence anything, you would have had someone you wanted there in that position. But clearly, if they hired me, it means you have no influence in any way. So if you get me or don't tell me to renew my contract or to submit my papers and have my contract renewed, they will still hire somebody. And how sure are you like this person? You know, how sure are you the person they will hire next will step in for you every time your fucking kids are sick, allegedly? You know, every time you have a headache that won't stop, every time this and that. People are so evil. You see how we have politics, country politics and stuff? I swear to God, I would rather deal with those politics any day, any time, other than dealing with office politics. Because trust me, office politics are so unpredictable. People are smiling with you, but they are laughing at you. You know? They're laughing at you. You think people are your friends, but they're not. People just come to your life to take and take and take until they can't take anymore. People will take and they will even want to just take your life. It's like until you cease to exist, they will not be content. And that's just my day job. Now here comes my night job. For this one, I've even been crying, I swear. I've just been crying. Because I'm so stressed out to the point of crying. My night job is filled with majority women. Women will pick on you for the smallest of things. You don't even have to have done anything to a woman in this office for them to just not like you. You people, I am so stressed. I don't even know how to even handle myself. You know how I'm one of those people who is like, everybody knows she's a strong woman, she's strong, she's together. Like, you know, when you always have your shit together, and then I just feel like I don't know how to take any more of this shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know for how long I can keep up. You people were worried about me for the hours, but the hours I can bear. But the people, and someone is going to say, yes, it's me that says, stop complaining. I'm not complaining, I'm just being realistic. You people, I'm having a hard time. I don't even know how to react. I never give up, but there are times Because this entire week I've been working sick. I've been so sick. The problem with me, even when I'm on my deathbed, I will still get up and you will not see sickness on me. I don't know how I'm built. Maybe it's my genes. I never look weak. Like, seriously, I'm one of those people, I could be dying. But if you looked at me, you know how you can look at someone and know this one is sick? I'm not one of those people. I'm not. I could be dying, literally. And you'd look at me and say, but are you really sick? And I don't even know how to defend or define how I'm feeling. So I usually just tell people, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just something I'm used to. I learned that a long time ago when I was younger. You know, when your parents are so busy, everyone in your life is so busy, you're on your own. So you don't have anyone to turn to. So you have to be strong because you have to take care of yourself somehow and survive without having anybody to rely on. Some of these things are survival instincts from childhood. So before people, you don't see, it's close to impossible to ever see me cry. But I do cry. But I first cry and then make sure I'm done crying, and then I'm going to just talk about, if I didn't start this live, I would have been crying up to now. Because when I'm so overwhelmed and stressed, I just break down. But I do that alone in my bed. Out in the world, I am pitch strong. You could never see weakness on me. You could never even smell it on me in any way. These are things that are self-taught. They are survival instincts. These are things I've been like this since I was a child. But I'm telling you, I have people picking on me for things I don't even understand. I don't know these people. I've just met these people. I've known them for less than 4 months. But the way these people pick on me, I don't even know what I ever did to these people. But someone just does not want you to have that job. Someone just doesn't want you to be there, it's like someone just resents your entire existence, and they take it upon themselves to ensure that by all means you fall. I know good women, don't misunderstand me, but I also know bad women. Good God. I pray, if I'm the problem, for God to fix me. But if I'm not the problem, please protect me. Because I know for a fact I've never done anything to these people. But in every corner of my jobs, both of them, I am attacked. Indirectly, silently, subtle. You know those people who are stealth? They silently move against you. And funny enough is you always get to find out. And whatever they've been doing just doesn't seem to work. And they keep coming up with new ways, They keep coming up with new ways to attack you, to find a way of pulling you down, demoralize you. Because the first thing they attacked was my confidence, and that failed. And then they went ahead, they came after my mental status, they failed. They came after everything. They keep coming at me. They keep coming at me. But one thing I have to assure you, to attack someone like me, you have to be double straightened out, because someone like me has seen this world in and out. I've been in situations I never thought I would survive, but I survived. And these are situations never brought on by me. People. Sometimes I like to brag and say I'm God's favorite, because that's the fucking truth. Because I've been to places without connections. I've gotten to places without having to bribe, pay, or do anything. But by God's grace or by grace, I'm lifted. I keep getting lifted. I keep getting blessed. I never worry. When people come after me, I don't worry. Of course, I get stressed out because you keep wondering, what did I ever do to this person for them to feel like they should come after me like that? You know? And they silently move up against you, silently. And funny, the things they do get brought to light. And if someone like that discovers that whatever they try to do to harm you doesn't work, they will go above and beyond to make sure they hurt you. People, I often tell people this, as a Black community, we would have been farther in life. We would have achieved great things, greater than whatever we think we've achieved. But because majority, I speak for Black people because I've been around Black people my entire life. I don't know shit about white people. All I know is what I've read about them, what I've seen through my history. But from experience, I have little experience with the white folks, but with my fellow Black people, why are we so against each other? Why? Why must we feel the need to attack each other at every turn? Isn't there room to negotiate? Isn't there room to sit and talk like mature people? Tell me, Doreen, I don't like you because this and this and that. Can we move forward from this? You know? You realize that someone can just hate you without reason. And if you ever sat this person down and asked them, because that's why they can't even approach you. If you ever sat them down and asked them, why don't you like that person? I swear they would have no reason. Or they will make up some messed up things just to justify their anger towards you, to justify their meanness, to justify their ugliness towards you. To justify their actions, but they don't really have reasons. And I've seen this way too many times. Most of them will even involve themselves in witchcraft and do witch hunting for you. But I ask this over and over again. You want to get somebody fired, or you want to force someone to quit their job? Are they going to give you that person's salary? Will that be your next month's increment? Ask yourself these questions. How do you benefit if you trigger someone so hard for them to even quit their source of livelihood? How do you benefit? A lot of you are walking around life with so much bad energy following you because of the things that you keep doing to people. You think you're smart. You think you are silent and stealthy, harming people. But every single time that person you're harming and your reasons are unjust, that shit's going to come back to you. Trust me. I don't know how some of you all sleep at night. Me, if I do something wrong, my conscience won't let me rest. Forget this right now. Yes, I'm upset and sad. But for me, if I do wrong, like one time, I remember I parked, anyway, it was some time back. I parked somewhere and then I withdrew money. Right? I have a habit. If I'm withdrawing maybe under 100,000 shillings, I don't really count. I mean, sometimes I count, but sometimes I don't. But that day I really didn't count. And this chick, this mobile money chick, this chick was in Mengo. I swear to God, I had gone all the way to Mukono. And when I was trying to get more fuel for the car, I realized that this chick had given me excess money. The extra was 20,000 shillings. I don't know the chick. I don't even have her number. And I freaked. I was far. I remember that day I didn't even do what took me to Mukono. I couldn't. I just tried. Every time, my conscience was so haunted until the following day when I returned and gave that chick her 20,000 Ugandan shillings. Now, some of you, and what's funny is that she had told me she had not even noticed. She was like, we balance our books on Friday, so maybe I would have noticed on Friday. Can you imagine? Now, some of you walk around life, and the moment you give up on your soul, because your conscience is your soul, the moment you give up on it, you get it accustomed to doing bad things. You can't go back from that. No amount of repentance is going to help you go back from that unless you undo every single thing you've done that is haunting you enough for you to want to go. For example, banabagala okulokoka, unless you undo those things. But if you can't undo what you did and you're haunted, I don't want to preach wrong, but no amount of ndokose is going to save you. No amount. Unless, because there are some people who have done so much bad and their hearts no longer feel remorse. Their souls are, they are numb to these things. So to them, it's okay. That's a gone person. Actually, that's a walking dead. The walking dead in real life are not zombies. These are people whose souls have actually died on them. They are alive, they are talking, but they have no conscience. Those are the actual walking dead. And we have many of those. And you can never know. You can only tell them apart from their actions. And then you know, oh, damn, I'm dealing with a walking dead now. But until you see their actions, I hate words because words don't mean shit. People say too much and do so little. But a person's actions say everything about who that person is. Actions. Words do harm, but actions are something else. For me, I don't judge. I only judge you by your own actions. How you come to me is how I take you. But the difference is my perspective changes based on what you do. When I see you, that's how my perspective changes about you. But no one in this world can change my perspective about somebody unless their actions, for their own actions, convince me otherwise. You know, I'm working my night job. There is a chick. You know, have you met these people who are like her? I hope she's not even subscribed to this channel because honestly speaking, I actually don't give a fuck. So she's like, she has a superiority complex. Have you met these people who want to be like the queen bee in a hive? If you in this hive, you must do as the queen of this hive wants. You know, self-appointed queens of hives. And the moment you're not falling in line, your problem, your threat, you have to be eliminated. So that's the problem, because I have a mind of my own. I was never ever born and raised to be a follower of anything. I was raised and born and made literate to have a mind of my own, to think for myself, to make my own judgment, to make my own decisions in life, and I'm proud of that. I have never been one to blindly follow anybody or anything. So for her, I'm one of my problem with her problem with me is that I failed to fall in line. Honestly, that's the only thing I see. Because everybody else seems to be worshiping the bitch. Nigga, bitch ain't even cutting you your paycheck and you're busy kissing us. You're kissing up to this bitch. I'm sorry, but the truth is, you people, I don't care if you're cutting me my paycheck. I ain't kissing up to you. I'll call a spade a spade. hate me, love me, leave me, that's okay. But I'll be telling you things how they are. Let me even go and sleep. But you people. So Doreen is having issues because she has failed to be a follower. She has failed to fall in line and kiss up to people. Yeah, she has a mind of her. You people, if I get fired. You know what's funny is that I've been there, I've existed without jobs, and somehow the universe took care of me. The universe has always taken care of me somehow, somewhere. And because I've been through bad things, I've survived, you people don't know. I have been through bad situations. Maybe someday I'll story tell and give you one at a time. But I have survived things I thought would kill me. Literally. If I've survived those things, I know there is nothing under the sun I cannot survive. And I don't even have to fight you, lift a finger, because I don't know how to fight. What's funny is that I'm one of those people, you're going to come and verbally attack me. See how I have a lot of word here? I will just look on. So what's funny is that when I was young, I had a lot to say. How do you attack me? Me, Doreen. Where did you start? And this was me when I was young, maybe from 8, 9, 10, 11, up to around 14, 15. And then around 16, I started to calm down. I came so down, it's like I lost that entire part of me that used to, fight people. Now I just look. I mean, I've seen people try to harm me, do what they call the worst or the most, and I just look. Sometimes I even smile. And when I'm overwhelmed, I smile in their presence. And when I'm alone, I evaluate, maybe pray about it or cry about it. Whichever works, sometimes both. Today was hard. That's the truth. This week has been hard. The week I anticipated would have been the easiest has been one of the hardest weeks of my life. Maybe I'm grateful for this channel because honestly, this is like my therapy. Every time I come on here and make a video or something, I actually just feel fine. When I started this, I was all teary, and I swear to God, I would have just started crying. Like, I do have a very ugly cry, so please do not ever wish to see me cry. So I was going to start crying. I'll be like one of those people who record themselves crying. But for those who tuned in, thank you. It is nice to see you. Really, it's nice to talk to a couple of people. It was nice. I feel better. It's like I did this a lot, especially in high school. I had 2 journals. If anybody ever came across those 2 journals, I would deny that they were not mine. Jesus Christ. I would talk to myself, write letters to myself. For example, now that I had a bad day, it's like I'll do self-therapy. It's like I'll treat myself. So if someone hurts me, I would write a letter to myself and pretend somebody else wrote it for me. So I would imagine someone I thought cared for me. So I would say, this person wrote me a letter. And then I would be excited to read it. Then I would read it. And then I would feel better. And if I don't feel better, I would write another letter and assume it's from now another person. Then open it myself and act as if I have. I swear to God, mail used to be delivered, but I would always have mail, and that mail was not coming from out. It was my mail. I would write myself mail. I must say quite straight. But if it was not for those, for I've always found ways of taking care of myself and fixing myself up. It's funny. I've done it for so long, I don't even know how it feels to have someone else take care of you or help you get better or even be there for you. I feel like only I can be there for myself. And when people try to be there for me, I just get stressed out because I start to worry. After you tell these people your problems, they'll use them against you. I'm not paranoid. It's just that I've seen these things happen too much. And I start to worry they'll happen to me. Or they've already actually happened to me, but happening again doesn't make sense. Guys, God, yes, thank you. And yes, you're right. All will get done. None of this is done. None. What's funny is that the top management for all these two jobs, they love me. They're always happy with my work. They're excited about my work. Both jobs, top management, the people who actually are responsible for firing me, paying me, are happy with my work. Both jobs. But the mediocre people, the people in the middle there, they are treating me poorly. I swear they are treating me poorly. Good thing they also have kids. What goes around comes around. Some things may not happen to you, but they might happen to your kids. Be careful the things you do, especially after you've given birth. Be very careful. I'm not gloating because I haven't given birth yet. I might even give birth next year. You never know. Next year I'll be turning 29, and I always thought I should have a child by that. Yes, true. I even know even these ones who act like they don't like me. Actually, to my face, they are hypocrites. They smile and do all those things. Most of them are just living some kind of life of comparison. You want to compare to you people. I have a spirit I've seen nowhere. It's like I'm in my own world. It's like I just don't know. Even me, if you asked me to explain myself, I can't. I don't know. I swear. Because now you start being upset with me, really. What do I have that is actually threatening you so much for you to even beef me? I have nothing. Look at me doing a live on an old Samsung phone. Ah, I have nothing. Nothing. I used to have things, but now I have nothing. I have nothing that is supposed to threaten you so hard that you even beef me. Really, what are you beefing? Oh, yes, I have God. I have a very big God. That I know. And trust me, I am God's favorite. I've known this for a long time because I know why I say that. If you knew my life story, you would say the same thing. But then again, everyone has a story, you know? And if you've lived your story to today and you're still here, you have a strong God too. Because trust me, living long enough to see 28 in this generation, you have to have a strong God. Yeah. And me, I match energy. If your energy is not good around me, I can be next to, but if your energy is so bad, I cannot even be near you for so long. I don't hate you, I just don't want to be near you for so long. Because for me, I don't know how to explain this. I have a mad sixth sense. My sixth sense is so, so loud. I can smell things miles away. I can know that this is good and this is bad. Like, seriously, my intuition is crazy. Sometimes I just turn a blind eye, but I always know. I always know, but because I have this whole thing of I don't judge. Oh, I want to first see, experience. That's why I think I get hurt a lot by people. Because even when my intuition has told me, stay the fuck away from that person, I'm still going to give them a chance and try to help and try to be there for them. And then they'll do exactly what I was expecting them to do. It's just that I was hoping for that I was wrong, that my gut was wrong, my intuition was wrong. I'm always right. What to do? Nothing. Ah, at my job, it's funny. All the men are actually cool to work with, supportive, they're supportive. You cannot ask a guy a question and he gives you attitude. He'll answer. And, the conversations are okay. I mean, I'm not saying this because it's just guys. No, there is also a couple chicks, couple ladies with whom I vibe. Okay, not a couple, maybe like two. But and both jobs, the people who are not for my day job, the people who are not in my section, who are especially those who are in the labor wards, all those women are amazing. I mean, all of them are amazing. They're always taking care of me, looking out for me, making sure I'm okay. But people in my department, Panama. But gents, a girl can just watch, and pray to God that that's all they are doing. Because man, people are wicked. But that's okay. Guys, let me sleep. Tomorrow, since I'm still on leave, so I'm just tomorrow when I go for my night a bit early, I have to pull myself up because now one of the people that hates me and has been trying to get me fired, but obviously they don't just fire, I think she's just dumb or something. They don't, you can't just be there at your level and you want to get someone fired without concrete proof. But I think she wants to use this week as a stepping stone to amplify her loud voice of fire Doreen. So I have to go tomorrow a bit early and then start working those claims quickly, get my numbers somewhere very up, and then we see if she'll have a reason to attack. Maybe she'll say, oh, quality, fuck you and your quality. I hope YouTube does not listen to these videos because, God, I've cursed like 4 times in this video. Forgive my language, but bear with me. I'm exhausted. It's the middle of the night and I'm tired. I think I should leave you alone and go sleep. I think Sri Lanka will see this tomorrow. But Doreen, you made the live at a wrong time. I like that person. I don't know that person. I don't know if it's a male or female, but there is someone called Sri Lanka. She always tries to look for my lives. I love you too, Siri. You're fun to talk to, usually. You keep me company on those lives, especially the daytime ones. And you know what's funny? She told me that in her country, when I do lives during it's very late in the night in her country. I don't know which country. Maybe Sri Lanka. I don't know. I don't know much about those countries. But if you see this tomorrow, I missed seeing you here, but I hope to see you in my next live. It'll be pretty soon. My voice is stabilizing, which means I can now talk and I will have to start shooting again. I've wasted a whole week and didn't shoot because I had no voice. You people, I had no voice. I even thought about it yesterday, I should have made a live just so you can just look at me and realize I have no voice. And what's funny, I didn't go to any crowded places. I was actually in my house. And out of the blue, I just started coughing. It's like I reacted to something, maybe the jig, because I opened, I was trying to soak my white towel. Anyway, good night, everyone. If you're going to sleep and if you're still having daytime, have a lovely day. I believe most of you are in your evening hours, so have a nice evening and see you when I see you next. Thank you for your time. And thanks for being here and making me feel better. Yeah. As for Godias, you have a good name, Godias. I guess it means you are one with God, I think. And thanks for living up to your name. Good night. Good night, everyone. See you when I see you.